breaking news: a Detroit police officer bashed in the head by a suspicious man. The cop opens fire and shoots the suspect.
7 Action News reporter Brian Abel is live on the west side tonight with what he found out about the dangerous struggle. Brian.
Yeah, you can see actually detectives, they are here on scene right now, the 20,300 block of Burt, and right in the area of the driveway over here, you can still see some evidence markers that are placed on scene as the road is still blocked off. Evidence markers, this is where a struggle between an officer and a suspect took place.
Our officers, they receive good training and even better experience on the street, and it's a terrible thing that we have to be so good at what we do because we do it all the time. And I can tell you that prior to these officers being out here in the street investigation, they were just over local at the church to visit our fallen officer and pay respects to him.
That Officer Doss, so they were not far away. They came back on patrol, and these are 8th Precinct officers that started a straight investigation of a person that was acting suspicious. Now, police confronted the person in that driveway that we showed you here on Burt near Hessel, just south of 8 Mile. The officers and the suspect started a struggle, and the suspect pulled out a gun and ended up whipping the officer in the head with it. That officer pulled out his gun in return and fired at the suspect, hitting him multiple times. Now, other officers put that suspect in custody, and he was taken to a hospital where other officers took the injured Detroit PD officer to the hospital as well.
Obviously, we're very thankful that his injuries are not any worse, but I can tell you this, be it a gunshot wound, knife wound, blunt force object, no officer has to be hurt out here. They have a right to go home safe, and we demand that our officers protect themselves, defend themselves, and members of the community. So at no time do I put an officer out here in the street and tell them they have to take a certain level of injury. No injury is acceptable.
Now, both the officer as well as that suspect, they are in stable condition right now, we are told. Now, the Homicide Task Force, the Force Unit, and Evidence Techs, they are all here on scene, piecing together what happened together and trying to figure out what that suspect was doing before the confrontation, as well as investigating the officer-involved shooting. For now, reporting live in Detroit, Brian Abel, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Brian.